Hi there, Gina with Gina's Crafting Spot, and I have another page kit that I got ready, and now I'm doing the actual layout for it. So I put all these pieces together, and now I have to decide how I'm going to lay it out. So I'm going to be doing a 2-page spread for this occasion. I'm going to use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 photos for the 2-page spread. So I'm going to end up using this tickets, the love tickets, as my background, and I'm going to mat that on some white just so it shows up more. And what I'm trying to do is line up the edges because it's a 2-pager, so I want it to kind of match in the middle, even though when I put it in the album it's still going to be kind of separated, but you get the idea. So I'm going to do that. Just mat those using my ATG gun. And those papers I think I got from when Target used to have that dollar bin. Oh no, it isn't. I think it's from a 12 by 12 paper pad, but it's a really, really thin paper. So not anything close to cardstock, just super duper duper thin. But anyway, I'm going to use some washi tape to get these two stuck together, and it's some washi I'm probably not going to use. And yeah, my washi is getting unsticky. I think I've had it too long and not used it, so it's like, yeah, at least I could use it for certain things. So it's, as you can see, it's a little uneven, but it doesn't matter because they're not going to be flush in the album anyway. So I think that's a pretty background, the pinks and reds. And then I have that piece of the white with the circles and the hearts in it. Pretty pretty. Those are going to be the bands to go across the layout. And I wish I would have trimmed it just to fit to the white, but I didn't. So, you know, that is super thin paper, so I could not pull it up without ripping it and destroying it. And I liked the way it looked. So, yeah, it's going to be a little uneven. So, yeah, those are some of my photos. And you can see what I'm doing. I'm just going to cut the pictures down a little bit and then mat them on some white. I use the Michaels, you know, when the 8.5 by 11 goes on sale, I just use that for my matting. I don't use 12 by 12s or anything like that. I use the 8.5 by 11. And for the background, or for the matting, it doesn't need to be thick anyway, in my opinion, so that works out well. So I'm going to mat these in white. So the pictures are of Valentine's Day and from 2018, so last year, 2018. And the children decided they wanted to make us a romantic dinner. Of course, we cooked the food because they're not cooking. So they made us some cards and put a candle on the table, you know, those flameless candles, and it was cute. And then my daughter looked up a song. Oh, you can see she's on her alto saxophones, which she plays at school, and a bari. She plays them both. But anyway, she got the music and she was playing us a song while we ate. It was cute. They got a kick out of it. I mean, it was by no means like a romantic dinner, but with the kids, they just made it fun and they loved it. So it was super duper awesome. So yeah, so we had fillets, potatoes, and asparagus and lobster tail. And then we had chocolate covered strawberries for dessert. So yeah, so the kids ate too. It's not like we're the only ones who had that meal. They had eaten before, and then they set up the table for us to eat. So it was cute. So let me see. I haven't done much. That's sad. So yeah, I tried to use this punch or the border punch, and I totally screwed it up. So I'm gonna see how crooked it is. I just wasn't paying attention. I don't know what I was doing. But I had wanted to make that a border. But I'm not going to end up using that at all, that paper. Yeah, I wanted to make bands, but decided to go with the washi instead. Yeah, that one. It's just a red chevron. So everything kind of not matches, like blends together, but I don't know. It's just all red and pink and stuff, but I still like it. Not much contrast anyway. I like the white band though. It kind of breaks it up a little bit. So there I am editing my photos. Maybe I should cut that out next time. And that's my Fiskars trimmer. I like it. It's the guillotine one. I love it, but I can't cut out the middle of stuff like I usually like to do with certain papers. So I kind of have to use my other one as well, where I could just lift the blade, and but that's okay. This one works phenomenally. I love it. I had gotten this at Expo last year, or the year before, not quite sure. So, oh, sorry about that. Shaking the whole thing. So I didn't care that my hearts there in the middle didn't match because I'm going to cover some of that up anyway. So you're not going to tell. You're not going to notice, rather. So trying to figure out how to position my photos. And that is super old. I don't know where even went. I was looking for a date, but make a success, but that's super old. But I decided to use that as a frame there, and that's where I'm going to put the title, I think, and I just put a piece of white backing it. And then I'm going to add something to it. I'm going to add a doily behind it in a little bit because it looks too plain. You know me, busy, busy. It's my middle name. I love it. So I'm going to use a few of these pieces. Of course, it seems like I always run out of HEG. Ridiculous. But just quickly change it, and then we're done. All right, and then I think about that, but you can't really see it. So I'm like, nah, I'll leave that off. Those are some icicles, again, super old. Don't end up using those though. And there's that heart doily that I decided to pull out. Just got in a Dollar Tree, I think, one year for Valentine's Day. I found them. So like I've said before, I am a themed scrapper. So even though I did put this page kit together, I got a lot of the stuff from an Iris container full of like love, wedding, that kind of thing. So yeah, so I pretty much knew where everything was. It's just a matter of choosing what I wanted to use and that kind of thing. So that's a cute sticker. It says love birds. Just putting that there, and then that top one on the left page says what is love. And this page, or this layout, did take a little longer because obviously it's a 2-pager. So it took me a little more time. So looking, that's where I keep my Heidi Swap, what are they called? Like the Project Life cards. I use them for journaling. They have lines on them. So I have that, and then I'm going to mat it on that pretty red I love you paper. And I'm going to do the same on that bottom right of the second page. I'm going to also put another box for journaling. Trying a lot of stuff that kind of didn't. It was kind of, not kind of, it was all, do you see it? It's like all warpy, and I didn't like the way it looked, so I decided to not use that. Here's a little banner from that sticker sheet. And I'm going to add that right up there. A lot of that's going to end up getting covered because I think it blends in too much, and I couldn't pull it back out because it was super thin. And I put that 14 there because it was February 14th. And I put that piece that says February 14th just because that piece looked too plain, and I thought it fit perfectly. Perfect size for that oval. I think I want to use that, but I am going to end up taking it off. That pretty flower, I'm going to pop that up with the foam square. And then, yeah, I'm looking through those with the colors right, even though it was cute. Looking through my red embellishment drawer, finding some things. That's a love this, and that's what's going to be the title. Yeah, one of the titles in that box, in the frame. And that piece says, "This is my happy." I'm going to end up moving it. And then there's a strawberry because we were eating strawberries, so I ended up finding a couple strawberries in that. Some chipboard strawberries. I thought that was perfect. That you and me sticker I will end up using. Yeah, that's where it's going to go. Right in there. I couldn't decide. I'm like, oh, let me add something else to the frame because it's too plain, but yeah, I ended up caving and just putting the love this, and then I'll embellish it a little bit more. Yeah, see, I think I might put something in the back there, but I end up leaving it off. Have a little bitty bit of empty space. So it's a moments cherished, and that saying, "This is my happy," is going to go up there. Put a little red piece there on the top label. Yeah, but that's kind of going to get covered too, but that's okay. That's what layering is, right? Having just little peaks to pick out. And then I have all these, not all these, I have some red flowers in there, so I decided to use them on my embellishment clusters. I'm not going to end up using that foam one. I don't really like it, so I'm going to end up, not foam, felt. So I'm going to leave that one off. And besides, I only had one, so it wouldn't work if I have a few different clusters. So that's where I put that circle, and I'm going to layer up the other pieces on top. So I think right now I'm going to look back and find the flowers that I want to use. I have to have one strawberry on one page and one on the other, so that way, since I don't have three, at least it'll kind of, you'll know that the pages kind of go together because the same thing repeats. So I'm going to end up using those different flowers instead. I think those are prettier than those felt ones. And I ended up using some of the brads that I've had forever, and I put those inside the flowers. Haven't used flowers or brads in a while, so yeah, I was proud of myself. Yay, using up some stuff. Because I bought it for a reason. It's just, either forget to use it or stuff you see on not TV, on YouTube and stuff makes you think it's like out. And you know what? For me, in 20 years, it's not going to matter what was in at the time. That's why I always buy stuff on sale. I don't care if it's brand new. Hey, if I got it free, yeah, I'd love all the new stuff. But having to pay for it, oh wait till it wasn't sale. So just adding 3 of those flowers in the different areas with the brads. The strawberry is going to go up there in the corner, but on the opposite side. Still looking for more. That's where I want to put another journaling area for the dinner portion, and then the page on the left is going to be about what the kids did for us, how they wanted us to, celebrate and try to make it romantic, which was super cute. So I end up cutting this, and then I'm going to, cut it more because it's like, oh, that's too much. It's too fat. Do that in a minute. See? I'm going to do it even more because it doesn't fit. So that's my Creative Memories trimmer, the best for photos. And that one's lasted me like 13 years without needing, the blade is still super sharp. So I am about done. There, I'm going to put that you and me. Where's that best friend going to go? Oh, it's going to go on top by the What is Love in a minute. I should have left that cluster on the top left like it is. I ended up adding some stickers. I wish I would know. So that best friends is going to be there. I think I'm going to add an arrow to there. The you and me is going to go there. So yeah, pretty much self-explanatory. Not much left to go. I'm going to add some enamel dots. Some little stickers from like back when you would use the label maker, like with your, with your hand where you, not with your hand, it's like a handheld one where you choose the letters and then it cuts out the word. You'll see those in a minute. And that one says love you more. Those. So I'm just going to add a couple of those enamel dots, and I think that will do it for this layout. So yeah, I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you with the next video. Bye.